Bhagavad Gītā Om Jaya Bhagavad Gītā Hariya Kamala Viharini Hariya Kamala Viharini.
And now let me invite the next speaker, Jasmine Pearson. I think she has a nickname Aranyani.
Hi.
Yeah, Aranyani is a very good name.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aranyani is excellent. Thank you very much.
I can't get the video up, so.
Okay, Jasmine Pearson, but we like this your name Aranyani because there is a famous scholar in India. He wrote a book named Aranyani, his poem collection. I wrote a review on that. So I still remember this Aranyani name. Thank you very much for participating.
I was blessed with Aranyani.
And I request you now start your lecture and please introduce yourself briefly.
Thank you. Yes, I was blessed with Aranyani jazz by Durgaji Nicole Phoenix Star during a blessing in the Ganges in Rishikesh a few years ago, and it has changed my life. Yeah, I'm Jasmine Pearson. I am from Brisbane, Australia. I'm a mother of 2 kids and I am an art teacher. So namaste, om swastiastu, and greetings to all. Thank you for this opportunity for me to participate in such an enriching and enlightening offering. Thank you to the esteemed organizers of the International Bhagavad Gītā Conference, and my gratitude and grace to Durgaji Nicole Phoenix Star for inviting me to speak. Thank you to all my fellow participants and all the viewers here and on the recording. This is my first time studying the Bhagavad Gītā, and the gifts of this process has created a review of my own life so far, and the knowledge I have gained has created aligned processes that are now part of my daily practices. I was intrigued by chapter 3, Yoga of Action, specifically Sloka 5, and chapter 7, Self-Knowledge and Enlightenment, Sloka 8 and 19. So in the English translation, no one is ever free from action. Every moment of their lives, people are forced to act, whether they like it or not. This is because of the influence of the gunas. When we put the action of devotion into ourselves to our journey in this lifetime, we begin to see that the action is in the way that we do things. Not so much as the doer, but more in the implementation of the knowledge we have studied into acts of service to ourselves, such as when we meditate, silently sit or pray. It's in the way we treat every act in our everyday life as a sacred ritual, like making a nourishing meal, a cup of tea, or taking a walk in nature. From my experience over the years of learning to walk the path of devotion to self, one constant is that life is what it is, no matter what we wish it to be, and wishing it to be different takes us off the path of evolution. There is so much richness in everything that happens to us, whether it be good, bad, ugly, or sad. All of it is happening for us, not to us. Though sometimes it can feel hopeless and overwhelming, and some days are just too much, when I come back to myself through my daily practices, I find they help me ground and quieten the noise of all of the stuff around me. The gunas show this too. Tamas, darkness, destructive, death, like that of the moments of suffering, they lead us to rajas, energy, passion, birth, which are the moments of action that lead us to sattva, goodness, purity, and light, evolution, and liberation. I can see how the gunas influence the process of action through knowledge. I have a lot of gratitude now for all of the events in my life, for each one has gifted me liberation from suffering. With time, I have learned patience, for not all lessons are available in the moment of the event, especially during suffering, but it is through the action of our daily practices that we can step into the observer's seat by taking a step back to view what's happening and see it for the blessing opportunity that it is. Knowing that whatever it is we need to learn will come when you are energetically aligned and ready to receive it, only then can we fully embrace it, allowing it to dissolve a little more. From all of the cognitions of white tantric yoga that Nicole Phoenix Star has shared with us over the past 2 years, the greatest blessings have always come from when we integrate the knowledge of those cognitions and action them into our everyday lives. The awareness that we have created has given me the tools to navigate everything that has come my way. And as always, I have had the loving guidance of Nick with every single step. To break it down further, let me explain it this way. The world will never change. This is Earth School. Everything here is as it is, as an offering to evolve. For example, to have world peace, we would first need to experience world war. To understand grief, we would need to know love. And to feel joy, we would need to have experienced sadness. The paradoxes available to us in this sacred container are necessary. The way through is clear, and following the pull means showing up to every moment and event in our lives, no matter what it might be, and with an open, courageous heart. The simple act of participating in life's lessons creates a spaciousness for more of that here in Earth School. I don't believe life was ever meant to be a breeze. It was never meant to be easy. There is nothing to be gained from that, but so much to be gained from when we can learn how to move through life with grace. Our world, as it is now, is how it is, as a grand offering for our evolution. It is through all of the questions that Arjuna asks that he learns more about how to flow through life. Like the quote, fear can mean 2 things. Fear everything and run, or face everything and rise. The significance of that brings to mind that how we learn what something is to first learn what it is not. So chapter 7, sloka 8, the English translation. O son of Kunti, I am the taste in the water, the light in the sun and the moon, the sacred syllable of Om in the Vedas, and the sound in the ether, and the ability in man. Everything is God. Everything is consciousness. This verse leads me to understand in depth the immense offering that is here, and that because of everything, all of it is God. Only then can we truly start to see how everything is connected to everything else. And when we step away from ourselves, we step away from it all. We can see it more obviously in every movie. There is a beginning, a middle, and an end. The filling in the middle, the drama, the suffering, the enlightenment, the realizations of all the offerings of the story are what make it great. That if you could see life's middle bits with the same understanding, you would have faith that it's all playing out how it needs to. When you surrender to that, you are free. And then this leads me to chapter 7, sloka 19, the English translation. After many births, the person with self-knowledge surrenders to realizing that I am the cause of everything. Such a great soul is very rare. I feel what it means here is that the many births we go through are not just in our reincarnations, but also in the many transformations a person can have in one lifetime. I am not the same person I was when I was a child. I am not the same person when I was a teenager. I am not the same person I was when I was 30. In fact, I'm not the same person I was yesterday. The gift of self-knowledge quickens the process from long days and nights of struggle to simply moments of uncomfortable squeezes that fast track us on the next offering. That there is no end goal to reach, as it is in each present offering that we gain the most from. Seeing again that everything comes from us, we can acknowledge that what we are participating in and how we are participating in it, that can show us the fastest way through. You have to grow through what you go through. Allow life to flow through you in all of its capacity, and watch how differently you begin to respond to it. Something I have been in awareness of for quite some time is the practice of being a lighthouse. The meaning of this has helped me to clarify what it means to be in pure, potent presence at all times. Just like in the slokas that I have quoted from the Bhagavad Gītā, this aligns with what it means to be a lighthouse. The action of the lighthouse is to stand firm and solid in one's foundations, no matter what comes your way, like the weather, the elements, or changes of your surroundings. No matter how tempting it may be to be lured off its foundations in pursuit of something better, like the grass is greener on the other side, when in fact it's green where we water it. Practicing being a lighthouse this year has offered me profound insights into diving deeper into my own self-practice and evolution in this lifetime. Hence the offering of living with the understanding that everything is God. Finally, a lighthouse does not lift its foundations and go running around the island looking for people to save. Just like we would be lured by ego to interfere with another soul's lessons, instead we sit solid against all the odds, deep within our own practice, shining our light so bright so that those who need it will find it. And when they do, we will show them how, so they themselves can become lighthouses too. What this brings to light for me is that it is through everything that forces us to participate in this life that this earth school is where the growth is. Because what we do not repair, we repeat. What we ignore gets louder, and what we avoid only gets more insistent. That all of the offerings placed before us are divine, that we don't have to like it. Not all lessons are pleasant and fun. But when we become comfortable with being uncomfortable, we find gold. Through our daily practices, from the knowledge that we gather and integrate, it is this path that leads us to understand that all of life and all its blessings are imploring us to seek it all out, to face it with open hearts, and that all paths lead to liberation through action, self-knowledge, and enlightenment. Everything is God, as everything is Krishna. Everything is consciousness. Terima kasih.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine Pearson, for a wonderful presentation. And you have really, like Jasmine, you have spread the fragrance of Bhagavad Gītā throughout the world today. So thank you so much. And you said very, very important things from Bhagavad Gītā, particularly everything is God. That is very, very important message. Because that is true, because Vedanta says, Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. There are three entities, three elements in the world. One is Brahma, other is the Jagat, other is third one is the Jiva. So when you are speaking about the only Brahma, what about the Jagat and Jiva? Then Vedanta says Brahma Satyam, Brahma only is the true. Jagat is Mithya, Jagat is only illusion. It is not real. And what about the Jiva? Jiva is not illusion, but Jiva is Brahma only. Jiva is Brahma only. That is why ultimately Brahma remains. That is what Advaita, non-dual philosophy says. So also you quoted several things and you also said that Krishna says in the end, after many lives, some people realize that I am the final resort. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadya. I am reading the original stanza from Bhagavad Gītā. You said the meaning. I recollected the verse. That's why I'm reading. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. And after many births, not immediately, because still we have ignorance, purva janma samskara. And after many births, jnanavan, wise person, not ordinary person. Ordinary person keeps on taking births. There is no end. The person who entered into the path of wisdom, he also cannot immediately realize the Brahma. Bahunam janmanam, after many lives. then he realizes that oh, Krishna is everything. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. And everything is Vasudeva only. Vasudeva means Krishna. Krishna means Brahma. The ultimate reality of this, cause of this universe. So in this way, I'm very thankful to you for igniting such philosophical thoughts in our minds through your lecture. Thank you so much, Aranyani ji.
Thank you.
Yeah, and now let us move to the next speaker, Vanessa Coliro. If I'm